What is up, best ones worldwide? It's the best one, Donnie here, back with a brand new Ringside Collectibles exclusive unboxing and review video. But before we get into all the cool figures we got, if you're not a best one yet already and you're into wrestling figures, Funko Pops, Nickelodeon, late 90s, early 2000s, or basketball, and you want to watch me rebuild my collection or go on the toy hunts with me and live my nostalgic memories, recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications, because of course you already know the grind is real. And today we got some pretty cool figures from Ringside Collectibles. I probably could have gotten these figures a little bit quicker to you guys if I did the order separate, but I wanted to save me some money, so with that being said, let's get it. The grind is real. Starting things off, our only AEW Ringside Collectibles exclusive that we got in this little haul is the Jericho Howen AEW exclusive figure here. And I will say, out of all the Ringside Collectibles exclusives that AEW gives us, I feel like this is like the most randomest one. Because with Chris Jericho, like, he never did this gimmick on AEW TV. It was actually on one of his Jericho cruises last year. Him and Danhausen teamed up in like a fun little gimmick match, and they made a figure out of it, which I think is so freaking unique and so cool. I think something none of us were expecting to happen. But honestly, wow, the figure does look really freaking good. I actually really love this, honestly. I think they do so good with like the face paint figures. But also too, the packaging looks really good. And with this figure here, of course, we do get this book style packaging, which we normally get with the Ringside Collectible exclusives for AEW figures. I love the Jericho Howen logo that we do get here. Looks really freaking cool. And I love the backdrop of it as well. And of course, with the Jericho figure here, we get 3 different head sculpts. We get one angry face, we get one with like the teeth showing, and then the one that's on the body is him screaming, which I really do like a lot. He gets this cloth cape that he's wearing that Danhausen normally be wearing. And I do love like the torso options here. The tattoos look really good on the figure. And he, of course, Jericho, he does have the black and the red gear going on. Pretty much matching Danhausen, which I think is so freaking cool. We do get some mic holding hands as well with this figure. AEW logo at the top, Jericho Howen logo at the bottom. Pretty cool. And then basically the packaging is just all the same on the sides and the back, which I think is very cool. So far we have a Hook figure like this and a Danhausen figure like this, which are both signed in the studio. But now we got this one, and I met Jericho a couple years ago. Don't know if he's ever going to be coming around the area again. If he does, I'm definitely going to have to get this signed, because so far we have a really good collection going on with these little box sets that they're doing. And I'm enjoying them, so I hope they continue to keep this momentum. Especially the Ringside exclusives. I feel like AEW, they're doing really well with them. But here it is, guys. We got good old Jericho Howen that we get to add to the collection. And now we also do have a box here. This is the box we got from Ringside Collectibles. Massive box. And we did get the WWE Elite 110 figures. And I know my 111s are on the way right now. So we will be giving those reviews separately, because I do want to keep this only Ringside Collectible exclusives. But I did all of this in a bulk just to save me some extra money that I could put towards the Best One Donnie channel. So now let's get into the Ringside Collectible exclusive Vault Series 1 figures that I picked up. in my collection, I don't really try to collect everything WWE. I only go after certain figures that I want for my collection. And there is 2 figures in particular that I do have the originals of, and I made the tough decision not to get the updated figures, and that was the Defining Moments John Cena from the draft. I have that figure mint on card with my Defining Moments, and I do have it loose on my Ruthless Aggression shelf, which the reason I decided not to get that John Cena in this set was because it didn't come with the US spinner. My original one, I got the US spinner and everything you get in the Vault Series 1. And I feel like there really wasn't any changes except, what, double jointed elbows? Nah, I'd rather have the original. And Undertaker is the next one. He was a Defining Moments figure. I do have that one mint on card as well. And I already have so many Attitude Era Undertakers to where I feel like I don't need this one loose. But you never know, things could change. But now let's get into the figures that we did pick up. And starting things off, we have D-Generation X Triple H from 2009. The original series for this one was Elite 7. I know there's a lot of resellers out there that have the originals that are not happy about them bringing these back. Me personally, I'm really happy because I did have all the original Elites back in the day in my collection until I decided to purge my collection. So for them to remake these and update them, honestly, I think is really freaking cool for new collectors, and it will kind of fill in pieces without spending so much money. But here it is. I'm really digging the packaging. At first, like, I knew what they were doing, but I think it looks a lot better in person than it does, like, with the rendering images. I think the rendering images don't do justice here. But we're gonna unbox this Triple H here. And that's why it took so long with these Vault figures, because I did wait on them, and they were back-ordered on there, so that's, like, why we didn't really get the figure on time. But hey, we got him in the collection now, so that's all that matters. But here's everything we get with this Triple H. We get the glow stick. We do get, like, the army hat. We also get a nice cloth D-Generation X shirt, which I believe I have from my childhood, and some interchangeable hands. So let's see here what we got. Oh, and it's the old school Velcro right there for these figures. I think Ringside ones, I'm noticing, still have that. I know they've been trying to, like, transition with, like, the new shirts and stuff, where you can just take the head sculpt off and you put the shirt on. You don't get the Velcro. I think it's a lot better than having the Velcro on the back of them. So I do hope eventually, like, all the newer figures get that. I will say, mint on card, this Triple H really looks good, like, the way they have, like, the glow sticks with them. But in this case, we don't really need that. And it's so cool because Triple H, during this time, was just having fun in his career, and, like, this is so cool to have, like, newer. I'm glad I didn't have to pay second market prices. The only one I really need to add now to the collection is Hornswoggle. I don't think he's going to be signing a Legends deal anytime soon, so I might have to pay some good money on that older Elite figure. But I really am digging this Triple H. I think a lot of people said the original one's better, but honestly, I'm alright with this one for the collection. This is not that bad. I think the original is a little better personally, but this still represents this time, which is okay with me. And with this Triple H here, of course, we do have the DX Army camouflage hat going on, which I really do like a lot here. He's also got the beard going on. He's got the long hair. I do love the ripped torso he does have here. I don't think he was this. Oh, he was ripped around this time because it was the first DX time where he was a little out of shape from that Ruthless Aggression run. But he's got the ripped torso going on. I do love that we get his logo, elbow pads. I love the tights here with, like, the army tank with him and Shawn Michaels on there. Looks really freaking good from the front and the back. We get the same old knee pads, and we do get his signature logo right there on the side of the boots as well. But here it is, guys. We got Triple H, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put the DX shirt on him. I don't think I'm going to. I really like the way that this looks. I might put the glow sticks on if I can figure out, like, how to keep it still. But here it is, man. We got Triple H, D-Generation X 2009, and we finally get to add to our collection. Moving on now to our next figure we have here from the Vault Series 1. We got Shawn Michaels, which this is another re-release one. I actually broke the boot off of my original Shawn during the time when I had him in my original collection. But we do have an updated one here, so I am excited about this. I think they look so good mint on card. I'm kind of beating myself up a little bit, like opening these up, but it is what it is. I don't really have a lot of room for these mint on card stuff these days, so we are gonna open it up. Shawn Michaels, which I think the Shawn Michaels figures, they've been killing it. I know a lot of people are probably getting sick of these Shawn Michaels releases. I'm not. I hope they just keep coming. Just like them Hulk Hogans, I can't stand the Hulk Hogans. I'd rather have Shawn Michaels in that position. But here it is. We get a lot with this Shawn Michaels. I see why this was back ordered. And we got some glow sticks in there. We get the cowboy hat. We do get the DX Army jersey. And we get like 4 different hands as well, which is so friggin' cool. Here it is. We're going to definitely try to be careful with the glow sticks, because I think I'm going to put them in my We Are Wrestling Arena crowd, just so I can get some use out of them. But here it is, guys. We got good old Shawn Michaels, which I think that this figure definitely looks a lot better than his original one. I kind of wish that they gave us, like, the John Cena, like, Elite 100 mold here with, like, the wristbands. That is, like, one critique I do have here. But I love this jersey. I'm so excited to add this to the Shawn Michaels here, which we're going to do right now. Probably should take the head sculpt off to do this, so that'll probably be the first step in all this, just so it looks the best, honestly. Which I will say kind of looks a little, like, bulky on the figure. I don't like that, but I will make the exception for now. Probably just add, like, a rubber band around him, and it'll look a little better. But, of course, we're going to put the cowboy hat on him. Because, like, that's, like, what convinced me to, like, get 2009 Shawn Michaels, was the cowboy hat. And I really hope we get, like, that original Shawn Michaels Elite from, like, 2010. I think it was, like, Elite Series 3 or, like, 4. One of those series. I really want that Shawn Michaels with the cowboy hat as, like, a ringside vault figure. But here it is, man. 2009 DX Shawn Michaels. Looks so good. And with this figure here, I love the DX Army cowboy hat. This is something I did have as a kid, so it is cool to see. And I do love the head sculpt here we get with Shawn. It's more of an older look. He's got the long hair going on. He's got the beard. And the likeness is there from 2009 Shawn, I think. Way better head sculpt than the original. And I do love this cut-up DX Army jersey that he has on here with the zeros going on. I wish we had something on the back, but it is what it is. And he, of course, he does have the wristbands going on as well. He was in his little John Cena era during this time with the wristbands. And I love the gear choice that we do have here with the camouflage going on. And he's also got another wristband on there painted with the DX Army, which is cool. This is like one of my favorite like gears of Shawn Michaels during this time. And he's got the boots, of course, which this has got to be probably one of my favorite ringside vault figures in this set. So toyetic, so freaking cool. I do hope we get that older Shawn from like one of the first Elite sets from this era. That's not DX. But so cool that we do get to add both Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Now we just need to find a Hornswoggle. And finally, the last vault figure we got in this collection is Hardcore Kane. And this is my all-time favorite Kane gear, so this is why I had to make the decision. Don't know what I'm going to do with my other two Ultimate Kanes that I do have in my Attitude Era Detolf shelf. But I am going to have to definitely make a tough decision. But this one is not going anywhere. 2001 Kane was my favorite version of Kane. But here it is. This is probably my favorite figure in the set overall. Which you guys are probably wondering, where's Devon? Where's Bubba? The reason I chose not to get the Dudleys from this era, I think, like, I get there's value there. Everybody loves those Dudley boys for some reason. I can't get behind it. The Dudleys I want is Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression, and obviously ECW, which WrestleMania Access, they did show that we are getting some pre-Attitude Era, late ECW Dudleys, so obviously I'm waiting on those ones. I'm just going to play the waiting game. I don't really need modern Dudleys, to be honest with you. But here it is, guys. We got good old Kane, the Red Monster, which, oh yeah, we're going to rip him wide open. Which I gotta say, I love the way that they have these figures posed. They look great mint on card. Which I do think I'm going to be getting Paul Heyman from Series 2. And I'm going to be keeping him mint on card because I am meeting him in November at the big event New York. Which I can't wait for that. Hardcore Kane. I love this, guys. I love this figure. This is just amazing. But here it is, guys, up close. The big red monster Kane. My all-time favorite. So with this figure here, I love the mask that we do get here. The nice red and black mask. He's got the long hair going on. And then this singlet was always like my favorite version of Kane. I don't know why, but we do get like the flame colors going on here, which just looks so good in wrestling figure form. And I love the flames going on in the legs here. Looks great. I think the gauntlets look so good not painted on. I think that that's a very nice touch to this Kane figure here. And we do get the long boots going on as well, but this is such an identical figure to original Kane. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping all my Kanes or if I'm going to cut one out and put this one in. Really don't know yet. With the Attitude Era, it's so hard to cut figures because I love that collection that I've built. But here it is, guys. We got the big red monster, good old Kane, that we're adding to the collection. So for this Vault series, the only 3 figures I picked up was Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Kane. The other figures I just felt I didn't need in my collection. We all have our own rules. But let me know in the comments section below your thoughts on all the exclusives I showed you. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a best one yet already, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. New videos coming out every other day. The link's down in the description box below. You can go follow me over on my social medias and other YouTube pages. All that down below. And also, if you guys want to support the channel a little bit more, go follow the new Instagram page at Best One Toys. I am posting things from my collection every day on there. So if you guys want to see things that you might not know I had in my collection, follow at Best One Toys. But to all the best ones out there worldwide, we are taking over. Peace.